Stinky Bug was one of the 5 generals under Nicky Louie during the Ghost Shadow's rise. Like the other generals, he had an ability to lead and ran his own crew. However, after getting outvoted by Kitsai to succeed Nicky as Dai Lo, Stinky Bug would part ways with the Ghost Shadows and became the founding father of the Queens-based gang known as the White Tigers, thus carving out another chapter of Chinese gang history.
I could say what would he like. I would summon him up. He's a pretty good guy. He's a pretty good guy. Yeah, he got pretty good guy. The reason I got shot is that I don't even blame him. I know he's involved, but I don't blame him for that because that day, Taiwan sent a guy to kill him, right? And it wound up didn't work out. He got away. The 23rd, I got shot. They tried to kill him on the 23rd. I got shot on the 24th. The next day. So I don't blame him because I gave him my word. I said, think about it. That day we split. Then later on, he created the White Tiger. He is the founding father of the White Tiger, but he turned his barrel against me when he got the White Tiger. So now I don't blame him because he thought I sent the guy and I gave him my word. I said, think about it. Okay, even though you don't want nothing to do with the Ghost Shadow organization no more, right? You want to do your own way. Okay, fine. I begged him like 45 minutes that night, right? He won't turn back. He won't turn back, and my heart was kind of broken, you know. And we came from a long way, you know. Now we got to where we at, and he want to split up. It's just like, I didn't want that to happen. Seriously, I don't want to. So now, but try to convince him in 45 minutes, and it didn't work. The last thing I didn't do was put my 2 knees on the floor and beg him. I tried everything. So before he left out the apartment, I was just thinking about it. Yeah.
So he got shot by
who?
Stinky Bug got shot. But
me, no, not Stinky.
Okay.
They tried to kill Stinky Bug. They said a fat monster with a knife. He was sitting in the restaurant on Mott Street, and near Mott and that side, near a little bit off, but on Mott, right? That's his hangout place a lot of times. They got a soccer team that they always get together over there, represent for the East Coast. And he liked to play soccer. And that's Lehman Bun.
Oh, Kawa restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there. They went up, and then how I know, when I walked down Mott Street in the afternoon, Taiwan pulled me on the side as a kid. I just sent somebody to try to kill Stinky Bug, and it didn't work out. Missed him, right? So I said shit, because Taiwan just came back out like maybe 2 weeks, and nobody's seen him. He don't come out in the afternoon. He only come out at night, like 5 minutes and leave. So nobody knew he was out. People still out there think still I am in charge now, right? Actually, at that time, I really wanted to hand it back to Taiwan. Seriously, I don't want his fucking headache. So I want to hand it back to him. Why would I bail him out? Why would I convince him? All those year and a half he's running around, right? He's hiding on a war. He got a war now. He's running all over the place just to avoid the police. I got him back out. I told him, I want him out. Now, if I don't want him out, that's the way he think, right? That I want to take over everything. If I don't want him out, I would just left the way the fucking it is. I don't need to find some, talk to a lawyer, get you out, convince you. So I got him out. So he's out there for 2 weeks, and then here you go. He sent that hit, and I don't know, does he know or not? I'm not sure. That I gave my promise to Stinky Bug. You don't have to turn your back on me. I will never put a bullet behind your head. That I will not do. I will guarantee all my people that's under me will not do that. So, being that I said that, motherfucker, man, and don't know about Taiwan, right? So I don't blame him. He got a fucking kid. You gave me your fucking word. Now here you go. You just try to kill me now, right? So he already formed a White Tiger back then. So, but we're not at war now. I don't know why the fuck all of a sudden he want to kill him. That we straighten everything out. We're not at war, but he wanted to kill. Oh fuck! So I took the blame. From now, I believe he knows now better. It's not me, you know. Try to do him in, right? At least a lot of things that flow up now, that even Taiwan's with the fucking thing he was thinking about, that I killed his business partner. Now shit like that, it flow up now, and basically I know who, not who did it, why the people did it. It wasn't me.
Known as the Sixth Dragon in Hong Kong's criminal underworld, Eddie Chan made his name and fortune as a corrupt police sergeant thriving off bribery and backroom deals. When the walls closed in, he fled to the United States, smuggling his wealth across the ocean. In New York, Chan reinvented himself, opening several businesses while embedding himself within the powerful An Leong Association. Through An Leong's sponsorship of the feared Ghost Shadows gang, Chan's influence stretched deep into Chinatown streets, blending legitimate enterprise with organized crime.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't say. Because he's, no, I wouldn't say. This guy, no. He's very slimy. I know that, yeah. So, you know, I never did nothing with him. Nothing. But he happened to, rise to the top of all now. So, some big shot and another big shot took under his wing too. That's how he got up there.
So
he called me.
Yeah.
I'm on mine. Right? I'm on the all territory. I got to go up, at least to entertain him. So, but I wouldn't fucking listen to them what they wanted to do. Well, I told him. I told Mungo. I told all the brothers. I said, they try to use us. You know what I'm saying? Now somebody, it might be different. Kojak, no, I cannot do it. Not in my heart. He's just too good a person that, I got to pull the trigger on him. So now I came back to New York with 6 guns, and I kept it, right? So Eddie called me back up there. He says, they complain in Chicago, right? They say, you left over there. I explained to him, what I'm gonna do? The next day, the detective already shut me down. They already know who I am, right? I don't know what the fuck happened over there. They said they're gonna pin on me if anything happened. Well, I'm gonna stay there like that duck. I'm not gonna be there. What, you know what I'm saying? It's too hot. She said, you took all the firearm back, right? Yeah, but he never asked me to give it back to him. I took it, fuck it.
So aside from that incident involving Kojak, what other actions made you feel that Eddie Chan was a little slimy? Like what exactly did he do?
No, not action, but a lot of things that I heard, or about him, that how he do. Just incident like he had they form a 5 gold something trading company. They scammed all the money. Yeah, and he also had to fucking open a bank and fucking stole the money, some of the money. Yeah, he's no good. He's not straight up and up guy, You know what when he was in Hong Kong, right? He's not the top guy, but he's pretty up there, like a sergeant. A sergeant in Hong Kong is pretty big, He's sitting in an office every day. They got 2 suitcases of fucking money put on his desk. Yeah, he don't have to use up his finger. And people knows him in Hong Kong. All his shirts is diamond shirt. He's a sergeant. Yeah.
So you would say that Eddie developed a name as the Sixth Dragon, right?
Yeah.
Now, is that a name that was known in Hong Kong press and media, or is that just
they know.
Okay.
They know them.
Because I know that there was the officer that did a lot of stuff with Limpy Ho.
Yeah. No, but not him. He's not all the way up there. There's guy all the way up there. So in Hong Kong those days, right, before the internal affair, from the top to the bottom, If the bottom guy don't take it, he's not going to wind up being the force.
Was he a triad too?
Not that I know of, Eddie.
Okay.
Not that. But when he came here and tried to give Nicky the triad sign, that's what I read from the paper. Then I don't know.
There was something a while back about Dice and him saying that in the funeral home that he opened up, he swore Dice in as a member of the triads. Now, I don't know if that's true, but
Yeah, that's hearsay. I don't know if that's true. I know Dice very well. So then after that, I didn't do it, right? Later on, when I was on, like, recuperating, right? He sent Taiwan. So Taiwan took the contract. Sent Lenny. Dice was there too. He went over there on that thing. And one guy was dead. And the police was pissed because of, right in front of the fucking police car, right? And shooting from the balcony, right? Killed one guy, Chin, last name, and then shot up the police siren. Yeah, busted what the, they was fucking mad because, what the fuck, you New York guy come to Chicago, and, shot up the fucking police car. They was mad. And then, he got indicted with that, Lenny, and then he quit it. Yeah.
And then last question about Eddie. Is it true that he was always chauffeured around in a Rolls Royce?
Yeah. First, with a black guy as a chauffeur and a bodyguard. Yeah. I think he's armed. The black guy. Yeah.
Was it the black guy was the bodyguard? Or?
Yeah, black guy was the bodyguard. There's a black guy driving him around, yeah. But nothing, nothing big with the money that he got, from Hong Kong.
And what about Uncle Seven? Respected by many, Uncle Seven was one of Chinatown's true power brokers. While being the advisor for life of the Hip Sing Association, he had a reputation for being a true gangster and rarely ever left Pell Street, the heart of his empire. He and the Hip Sing would team up with the Flying Dragons and would become a major force in the Asian criminal underworld for several decades. He ran things the old school way, through fear, respect, and loyalty. In a world where one wrong move could get you buried, Benny Yang stayed right where he was and made sure Chinatown moved around him.
He's a gangster. He rise to power. When he was young, he was a gangster. So he rise to power after his brother died, right? Handed over to him. So over there, it's how they work is the way they run the hip thing, it's almost like a communist. So yeah, his father died, handed over to him. They don't even need to vote. You know what I'm saying? Over here, the unlearned, they vote for it. Yeah, but there is a lot of slimy shit. They bite people off, to vote for them. Like Chan Wing, when he did the election, he paid $300 a vote. Vote for me, I'll give you $300. Vote for me, $300. Yeah, they bought all the guy up like that. And a lot of shit. Because of, you tell me, even the president, why they fight for a president so fucking hard? Like Trump, he want to be president so bad, right? Everybody when they're fighting for that spot. Come on, how much they earn? Salary wise is only $500,000, 500,000, right? Salary wise, but that's nothing to them. The reason, they're just like the tongue, they got a piece of cake everywhere. All the chapter. If they open a gambling house over there, he gets a cut. Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Come on, be realistic. They're not going to spend all that fucking money and don't gain nothing back, right?
So what was the craziest story you heard about Tutsuk?
Tutsuk? Uncle Benny? Mm-hmm. Well, this is all through the paper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he went and robbed a place. I don't know what it was. I forgot, but it's on the paper, and then he shot or something, and then they busted him, and he never told, back then he never told on anybody. He took the weight, and either he did 15 year or 25 year. He did some time, yeah. So when he came home, his brother's still alive back then. So he got back in the hip sing now, spending all those years inside. You know, as time went by, he got old. So right when his brother died, gave it to his Benny. Yeah.
According to the papers, is it true that he was married to a Hong Kong actress?
Oh, I never went into that far about him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw that in his obituary
Yeah.
towards the end that
Yeah,
he
maybe.
said that he
Yeah,
was
maybe.
married.
I never seen his wife. I always see it on Pell Street. That's the only place he walks up and down. Like sometimes with one guy behind him, and or two guys. That's it.
Were they flying dragons or?
No. His people, his own people. Those are people that they call like they work in a ship, and then they jump ship. Yeah, they got no legal resident. Yeah, yeah. Back then too, when they got the hatchet man, right? Yeah, those are the guys that who do the hit. So knowing the history of Uncle Benny, right? And while that we took over Pell, I was in that where scientists died, that club, that union, that credit union, right? Now they turned it to the Hip Sing Association, that little place. Before, the old Hip Sing was across the street, the whole building, tall building. Yeah, I think it has four floor or 6 floor, forgot, but it's a tall building. So now when I came home, they took this place where a professor died, a scientist died, and as a credit union, right? As a hip sing, they turned that associate, that little bit. I know the format inside because I used to play inside. And like Uncle Benny's, he got grandchildren, right? So they got those 3-wheel motor, the bike, right? The bicycle. I could sit on it. I could sit on it and then ride around the conference table, right? Ride around. So one day he came in. He said, "Kid," no, he speaks Toisan, you know, so his whole language. So he said, "Kid, you're gonna break my grandson's bicycle." Then it was plastic. So okay. I push it, I put it away, and then I hear what he say. A lot of time I just listen when he talked to those guys around him, right? The hip sing guy, older guy. And the way he said things, wow, this guy is something. That's it. I never knew that. There's a Chinese saying, and the older the ginger is, the harder it is. Like the older, like the old ginger, not the new ginger, so the old ginger, they said when the ginger, the older it is, the harder it is. In other words, he been through so many years. This fucking guy's nothing to me. Like, so I hear him a lot of phrases like that. I never heard before because how old I was, you know. I was just start coming up, and I said, this guy, wow. And the day that I ran, the Black Eagle shot at me, right, at Bay Street and Marsh Street. We just went down there for the hell of it, you know. See, we didn't think they were there. We didn't carry nothing. By the time we didn't even enter their territory, like in the middle of March between Canal and Bay, they shot at me. I was running back to Pell Street. So Uncle 7, I passed Uncle 7. I didn't pay attention who was next to me. I wanted to run to the spot so I could get the fucking fire out and go back and shoot at them. So while I was running, he grabbed my arm. He was right next to me. Hey, kid, where you going? Why are you running on my street for? Huh? So I told him, I said, those fucking guys, the Black Eagle the White Eagle shooting at me, right? Motherfucker, this is what he said, motherfucker, ain't nobody gonna come here and shoot on my street. Come with me. But it wasn't his street. So I didn't want to go because I didn't have a gun yet, right? I want to go to get the gun, then I go with it. No, pull me, and then went to the spot where I got shot, but nobody there. But you know what? If they were there, if they see Uncle Seven, they wouldn't fire a shot.
They know.
They know. That's how respectful this man is, you know, because he don't play. He don't play. Well, later on, maybe I'll tell you. That's how scientists die because of him. Yep.
So, it's rare to ever see him outside of Pell Street.
Never. I never seen it until that day that he dragged me back to Bayer and Mott, and was standing over there for 2 minutes, looking left and right. Nobody here. Let's go back. He said, yeah. And right before I got arrested, 3 months later, before I got arrested, he summoned me. He called me. That's 10 fucking years. At least I never seen him. Wow. He sent somebody from him saying, big shot. He says, kid, Uncle Benny wanted to talk to you. I said, shit. I was thinking about what the fuck I did now. I must have something wrong for him. And then me and him walked up and down the street. He was telling me, I got a big case coming, which is the RICO case, the federal case. He wanted to warn me. I said, I already knew. I said, Uncle Sam, I knew this already. Yeah. So a few other guys told me about this case was coming. I always seen the fucking James LaRosa, the fucking the mob guy, right? Lawyer. Yeah. Way before he even told me, yeah, I know. I said, I know it's coming. I wasn't planning to run, so I stuck around. But Uncle Seven had a reputation. Is, like I say, I don't think, I asked Jimmy, even in my time, I never heard of his gambling houses, which he owned only 2, right? In Pell Street. Had anybody robbed his gambling house? I never robbed his gambling. I didn't. I robbed any fucking body. I don't care. But his, you got to kill him, then rob the gambling houses. If not, you're not going to be walking around like nothing happened. That's what you call, you disrespect him. That's what's the face. He's going to get you. So professor, yeah, as a scientist.
Chan Wing-young was a major force within the On Leong Association, following Eddie Chan's departure from America. Like his predecessor, he would pull a lot of political and street strings behind the scenes. Originally a car dealer in a gambling parlor, he would develop a connection with a high-ranking member in the association and steadily rise the ladder. Once he rose to the top, he and his brothers would stake their claim in both the association and Ghost Shadows. Chan Bik-gor is a high-ranking heavyweight in the On Leong Association and was known for his deep influence. He founded several well-known businesses in Chinatown, such as Melee Wah, and served as a mentor to big shot Chan Wing-young. He was legitimate for most of his career and was not involved in street politics, unlike his protege. I also wanted to note for all the viewers that Gore is a term of endearment, like it means brother. So sometimes, for example, some people will call Kidzai Kit Gore, meaning brother kid. Just wanted to make that clear for everyone.
Wing Yuan Chan, the older brother, he makes money he makes a lot of money because he owns gambling houses in Mott Street. He makes a lot of money. There's not one time that he took all the shares in, right? There's not one time I heard that they split some profit. He always say they lost money. See, every time, I swear to God, I never heard one time that people put in money, but there's a lot of people put in money. And then at the end of the day, 10 weeks later, that they, 10 weeks or 20 weeks later, they're supposed to, end the book, how much they make. But when they add up them, doesn't add up. They lost money. They're fucking, he ripped them off, man. No. No, yeah, I have been actually with him. So, actually, before he arrived to become president of Honor, yeah, I actually, he usually, what he did, he used to work in Kenny's father's gambling house as a dealer, right? Back then, when I say they shut down the whole Mott Street, right? So Kenny's father opened one like few blocks away, little outskirt from Chinatown. Yeah. So that was not one and only one besides Uncle Benny. So the whole Chinatown there's only two, right? Two gambling houses. So he make a lot. Kenny's father make a lot of money, and what you call Chen Wing, back then, he was just a dealer, like the deal cards, right? So he had nothing. He came from Hong Kong, and what he does, he worked as a bus driver in Hong Kong. Back then, I loaned him one time $500, and then for a week, I charged him interest. And he didn't have nothing back then. So now there's another big shot called Chen Big Gong. I don't know. He owns a lot of property in Chinatown. What I know about him is that today the roast pork bun that very famous in Bay Street. Beilei, yep. He owns that. Yeah, he owns that, and then but now when I came home, he passed away. He passed away. But what he and the guy, Double Harmony, the guy that later built that that fucking that mall, they both at that time, they was a big heroin dealer. Now they were before Dice. They was before Dice. So like it seems like every 10 years there's a wave, like that it stopped for a little while, and then another 10 years there's another wave of different people. So that guy go, yeah, that fucking 魚東樓, what the fuck is 魚東樓? Yeah, East Broadway Mall, right? So under the bridge, right? That guy, before he got rich, you know what he does? He works in a barber shop. There's an old barber shop, right? He washed my hair before when I was a kid, and they were charging like $3 haircut. Yeah, back then. So him and the guy Chen Big Gong, right? Why I'm telling you this? Chen Big Gong, the guy that owns the Beilei, right? The roast pork one, real famous. He actually lifted Chen Wing like to where he's at, because back then he's one of the big shot, the guy, the roast pork guy, right? But he don't arrive for power. He don't want nothing. He just normal. But everybody respected him because he got a trademark like Chanel. He's fucking smoking like $50 cigar. That guy, yeah. So one time, the Fed went into his basement, right? And those ceiling, like the office ceiling, that the one that you could push up, square type. How do you say that kind of ceiling? Drop ceiling, right? They found like 5 garbage bag, 55 gallon of money bags. So they took it, but back then, if you make the money from drugs, they didn't have the law of like freeze your assets, confiscate your money. Fuck, they can't do that. They had no forfeiture law, no forfeiture and seizure law. That came with the RICO. That's when 1970 they enacted. That's when it went into effect. But prosecutors didn't use that law until 10 years later. They don't know how you. But anyway, let's go back. He's the guy actually took under his wing Chen Wing, the older brother. So without him, he couldn't move up to the honor, the position that he is back then, like president. He couldn't because he needs somebody, and that guy, he has a lot of basement. He just give it to him and tell him to back him up with the money, and then open the gambling houses. So he's the backbone for him. He helped me a lot. So one day, I know that man really well because me, Mongo, and Apple used to play. All of us used to play mahjong with him. like mahjong with the old man. Yeah, he's a good guy. But he don't want he don't hold no position. He don't want no power. He don't want nothing. So he just want to be himself. But people on the street knows him. Who is he? You know, big shot. So without him, Chan Wing couldn't be what he is back then. Yeah. So being Chan Wing, you know, the tongue is funny. If your last name is Chan, right? If your last name is something else, maybe some Wong, Kong, or whatever, and it's not Chan, it's very hard to climb the ladder in Oolong Tong, because Chan holds the power, right? So his last name, that Chan Wing, ended with a Chan too. So that guy, also the big shot, is also, we give him a lot of respect when the big shot. Without him, Chan Wing couldn't be what he was now. So after that, now when March Street opened back up, right? So this big shot back him up, like, you know, so he started to open gambling. He makes a lot of money. Seriously, if he don't make a lot of money, how could they give us 10 grand off the top? And without our pay, we still got paid. You know, he got paid, he got paid, he got paid, he got paid. Everybody get paid separate. So if he don't make that much, he makes a lot of money. So now with the money he has, and now he want power. That's why he rose to. But it's just the right time for him. When we left, then he became the president.
So after Eddie Chan fled the country, he was the next leader right after?
Yeah, he's the next guy. So okay. Yeah, after he fled, yeah, because back then he say some words on the street, and I hear it. Oh, I was on the street then, yeah, you know. So I said, motherfucker, and I didn't say nothing like that. He says his brother, look, the guy that became in charge later. Till today, I never seen him, his face, never face to face, no. Because when he came out of prison, he was with a Chung in one of the nightclub, and then Chung told me that Lok Chai is inside, right? Inside, and then drinking, and invite me to go there and drink in the club. I said no. I said I won't drink with those people. I says you choose your friend. Whatever friend you choose, that's on you. Man, he ran on his mother, father, and brother. I had no chance with him. You know what I'm saying? If I do anything with him, I'm not planning to do anything. But why would I want to be with somebody like that? I mean, he only fucking hurt me.
So when you're saying you came out of, this was after you came out of prison?
No, this incident.
Yeah.
I came out, he came out. That guy came out, yeah. He came home. He only had like 20 years? Yeah, he came home. So he went set up one of the guys that I know that I wound up in the prison with him. This guy's a real good guy. And they call it a big circle, right? They got the triad, big circle. He was the big circle. Then he set him up, and the guy got 25 years. So, man, one thing about me, Mitch, is that you could say what the fuck you want to say about me. I don't care, right? It's your opinion. But one thing, nobody would say I'm a rat. Right? I'm a snitch, I'm a stool pigeon or something like that. Something I would never do, right? Till the day that last breath, I don't even do that. If you ask my son, right, back in he was young, like 4 years old, when I came home, I asked him, what did I teach you? Not to rat or not to be a rat. He said the same thing I do. I said, listen, you could tell, this guy, Pete is a fucking bullshit artist, he's no good. In a certain way, all right? So now, but don't ever label me as a fucking rat or a stool pigeon. That's something I will challenge anybody to the fucking end. You know, even in prison, I would not tolerate with that. That, no. So I told him, no, I'm not going to drink with him, right? So I know what he is, right? And I know what I am. So I just don't mingle with it. So I don't want nothing to do with it. So yeah, he came home. So now, one day, he wasn't out yet, and Chan Wing was with a big shot, opening gambling houses, right? He spread his brother, Chan Wing, the older one, spread word Say, I sent somebody beat up his his younger brother, took him to fucking the roof, because I know I know particular who did it. Fat Monster, right? And we got a guy called Fat Monster. He was left. So Fat Monster, after that incident, he spread it out. Said, I gave the order to the street guy to bring his brother up in the roof and beat the shit out, beat him real bad. They beat him really bad. So, being that I didn't never said it, and I wanted to know what happened, right? So I went and asked the guy, hey yo, what happened? Is there such an incident like that? You took somebody took Channings's brother up there a few days ago and beat the shit out of him? Yeah. We didn't know he was Channings's brother. First of all, he was talking shit. We asked him, who you with? Don't you know who my brother is? Who the Then he said, we don't give a fuck about who your brother is, right? So, I mean, they don't care who's brother. And they don't, my brother is Channing. Okay, fuck you, Channing or no Channing. So they beat him up. They beat him bad. And then he spread the word, said, I gave the order, but which I did. Okay, number one. And then somebody, I think Itchy ass, yeah, Itchy ass asked him for money. He gave him like $500, something like that. And then he said, I sent Itchy ass to go ask him. Now, I was sitting in the restaurant across the street from the gambling houses. I got so fucking mad. I took a gun, but yeah, I walked down to the basement, to the gambling house. I know where he was. So I didn't know the big shot was there, right? I said, as soon as I walked in there with the curtain, I said, come here. I went, come here. We go to the office. There's a little office in there, right? I sit him in the fucking office chair, right? That you go swing. He was wearing, I smack him, one smack first. His eye, yeah. Motherfucker, you say so. Then his glass flew. I stuck the fucking dirty in his mouth. I said, then the guy, the big shot, right? He was with him at the corner. I think they was gambling or something like that, right? They were together when I went in. So he followed in. He came in, right? And he begged me. Swear to God, he begged, hey, kid, please give me face. Told me to give him face. Forget it. He won't do it again. So I told him, I said, when I did, I never, you accuse me something, I go off, right? So I stuck the fucking gun in his head. I said, motherfucker, you gonna spread words that I never do. I said, say it now. I'm gonna fucking shoot a bullet right into your throat. I said, I'm not joking with you. So I stuck in there, and then the big shot saw it. Stop, tell me to, give him face, please. He never asked me for nothing. Never before, not a favor. So I looked at him. Okay, this house is not that bad. Okay, all right. I said, I told Stinky, right? I said, I this time, because of you, okay, I let it go. If ever again I hear what he said, something spread word that I never did or tell somebody to do, there's no more faces. That's it. I said, next time I will shoot. So he hated me. So now you tell me he don't hate me? So, right? So what I did to him, he hated me. So now, he's the one that who gave Taiwan money, right? Or in the back. Try to bribe him, right? Because he got to lean on somebody. So he leaned on Taiwan. So he leaned on Taiwan. So that way, if I want to do anything to him, I got to think about it, right? Because of, he's been, buy him a car or something like that. Because he make a lot of money. So he tried to buy his heart. So except me and fucking Margot, never, fuck with the big shot. Listen to me. I mean, be realistic. They use us. We know that. I don't know why they don't know that. This one.